You can use this one concept and create more success in your business than you ever imagined. I'm Lynn Louise. I am the creator and gatherer of this community. And we are all cosmic coaches in here. And I love coming in here and sharing. As you know, I just got back from a dog walk and a run, but I wanted to come in here and share a concept that I've been thinking about a lot lately. And it really is going to enable you to harness your power and create the success that you want when you really implement this one concept. And it's going to surprise you. So I see a lot of coaches, healers, hypnotists struggling to get their business off the ground. And they've taken program after program full of a bunch of content telling them what to do and the whole rigmarole. And this is not against those coaches, okay? And you'll hear coaches say that it's like it's all up to you to get your transformation. And as coaches and healers and hypnotists, you know that this is true as well, right? So the first thing that we do as coaches, if we're not having success or didn't have the success in that high ticket program that we wanted, we start blaming ourselves. It's not your fault. I'm going to give you the key to success in choosing not only the program that's right for you, but the coach that's going to take you there. Okay. So what most women do is, sorry, my feet are all wet from my dog walk, so I got to take off my shoes. So what most coaches do is when they are purchasing a program or working with a coach, what they'll do is they'll look at the success that that coach is having and they'll base their decision off of that. And when you get on a prospect call, the coach, the person selling, this is just is going to validate that they're the answer, right? This is what we do as business owners. This is what we do. Okay, I'm going to share some things that are going to help you pick the right program for you. So as we age, our values change. Okay, and we operate from our value systems. This means the actions that we take in life are in alignment to our core level values. So most times when you are making a decision on a coach or a program and the transformation they offer, we need that in there. We need the transformation. We need to know what they're going to, what their promise is. But really, it's more important for us to look at what their core level values are. Hang in there with me. And if you're on here, say hello. I see some people on here. It's not letting me see comments yet, but maybe it will. So tell me where you're tuning in from and say hello. So I know I had different values when I was 20 than I do now. Okay. So let's say you're a mother of two, you're working a full-time job and you want to start a business. Now you're looking at a coach that is mid-20s, making millions. She has a boyfriend maybe. They don't own a home. They don't have pets. Her values are traveling and seeing the world. Her values are, and it's not just her values of traveling and seeing the world, but her values are going to be much different than a woman 35 plus with children, working a job and trying to grow a coaching business. She's going to be operating from a different set of values, and that means her actions are going to be very different than the ones that you need to take. I really want you to process this. She's going to be telling you things to do based on her values and how she shows up in her life and business. That's very different from yours. So you will often see me making posts that are all about my values. In my 20s, I was a renter. I never saw home ownership in there. Okay, it was never part of it. I didn't even know if I was ever going to have a long-term relationship. Okay, that's where I was at. I was all about traveling. I was all about casually dating. I was working corporate America. So I was a workaholic and I was all about like buying the nicer things, going to wineries. I lived in San Francisco, right? As my life changed, as I grew older, those values changed. As I'm sitting here with my phone plugged in a window with a fan on in my 1906 colonial total rehab, where the wall is not finished because we haven't put in the windows yet. This is I'm operating from my values. One of my values is living in this home that we get to do all the work in, and we get to do it right, and we get to do it when it works for us. Putting windows in the heat of the summer, not going to work for us. We want cooler weather, right? But you will often hear me say, I don't need a Bentley or Porsche in my driveway. I don't need a 1,600 or 16,000 square foot home in Country Club Hills. That's not who I am. I'm happy in my 1,200 square foot, really old colonial, fixing it up. I want solar panels, right? I want to get more off grid than on grid. I want to live sustainably. These are my values. When I created a business, I created it in ease and flow, and that's what I teach people to do, right? Like I know that I didn't want to hard work and hustle my way to success. That's what I did in corporate America. So you will often hear me talk about my values. So when you're looking for coaches, when you're looking for success, the success that you want to grow, there are really good questions that you can ask. One is, what does a typical day in your life look like? Because if you're a mother of two, you want to know that what she's doing to create her success is manageable for you, because she's going to lay that content on you and expect you to take those actions. Okay? So you want to ask her, what's a typical day in your life look like? If you ask me, I will tell you. I got up, went for a run, took my dog out for a walk. I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning because I have to drive my husband to work because he has epilepsy. No, we don't have Uber here because we live in a rural area. Then I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to coach my E10X mastermind. I'll do some admin work. I'll go pick him up. My mom's here visiting, so I'm going to I have the time freedom. We're going to go do a little shopping. We might go to lunch, who knows? Right? Like, I will tell you what my typical day looks like. Sometimes it's gardening. Sometimes it's an 8-hour day in my office. Because we got to do the thing, right? So you can ask them, like, what's your typical day look like? So that you can judge if that's a way for you to be able to create within, right? You also, if you're on, say hello. And I'm Lynn Louise. You can also ask things like, hey, what are your core values? What do you value in life? What's important to you? These are so important to ask, because we all operate from our core values. We all operate from them. And when we're operating out of alignment to those core values, so if a coach is telling you that doesn't have the core values that you have, and they're telling you things to do, it's going to be really hard for you to create success, because it's going to be going against everything that you value. So really take the time, make sure that they're living a life that they have what you want, right? Everyone's $1 million life looks different. Mine is very different from business coaches out there that are promoting multiple 6-figure years and $1 million years, right? Because I know my $1 million life, the mid 6-figure practice that I have grown and on my way to $1 million 12 months, is never going to look like most of those coaches that are wearing long fingernails and bling and girl bosses, because I'm in my exercise clothes and I'm gardening, I'm going for runs, I'm going for hikes, we're going to cider houses in our free time. I'm married to a chef. We love to cook. We love to go to farmers markets. We have 3 pets that we love walking and playing with. And, you know, I love my rebounder. I love exercise. Like, you get it. You get it, right? It makes sense. It's not just about the transformation. Yes, you want to make sure that they have what you want, which I'm telling you, base it on ease and flow, because that's more important. That is so important. And then make sure that they are operating from the same values. Now, if I resonate with you, then I'm hosting an absolutely free masterclass at the end of this month. It's a couple of weeks away. The 5 keys to unlocking your personal success. It's absolutely free. It's going to be an hour. I set boundaries on that. So we're going to lock it in right at an hour. And I just want you to know that I'm completely transparent. I will be opening the doors for the E10X Mastermind that day. So you will find out some about the Mastermind, because I don't have an evergreen program. That's not how my program works. It's open and door, closed door. So I'm excited about it all. So if one of your values is growing a business that creates the time and financial freedom that you desire in ease and flow, then this is going to be for you. If that's in your value system, then this is going to be for you. It's going to incorporate brain science. It's going to have ancient wisdom and then strategy, so that you can transform your life and business and find the success that you desire in flow, in alignment. Okay. Love and light.